welcome back to our channel. Today we will be analyzing 5 charts, starting with the SP500 to then moving to the NASDAQ100. For the Forex market, we will be reviewing the spot euro-dollar, and for the commodity markets, we will be reviewing the crude oil and gold. Please subscribe to our channel if you want us to keep releasing technical analysis and price predictions for free. Also like our videos and leave a comment. Let's start our analysis with the SP500 on a weekly basis. As you can see here, we have experienced a double bottom around 2,200 points, with a recent low hit in March 2020. From there, we have experienced a huge run-up till 3,300 points. Right now, we are even overcoming the horizontal resistance, and we are going to hit an oblique resistance around 3,500 points. So what we should be expecting over the next weeks? I do believe we are going to retrace at least till 2,900 points. Now, if we switch our analysis, we analyze the NASDAQ index, we can already say that the NASDAQ index, being the leading asset right now, can give us an opportunity to understand where the SP500 might move over the next weeks. Again, now for the NASDAQ100, we are hitting the 11,700 threshold. From here, we see oblique resistance. Now, what it can happen is that we might squeeze and move around this oblique resistance, like it happened in this case, in this occasion, between March and September 2018. Again, from there, I do believe we are going to experience a strong retrace, at least to this area, 9,700 points. Again, in order to understand what it can happen or it might happen for the SP500, we will be observing what it will happen for the NASDAQ. So the NASDAQ is right now the leading index, which will give us the opportunity to understand what it will happen for the SP500 and for the Dow Jones 30. Now let's move on to analyze the euro-dollar on a weekly basis. As you can see here, we have been parabolic with a vertical movement from 1.08 till 1.20. So what we should be expecting over the next weeks? I do believe we are going to retrace, because from here we see a horizontal resistance. Right now we are facing a lot of point of resistances, so it will be natural to wait for a retrace at least to this area, 115, if not 114. 114 definitely is the best area from where we could trigger a long for euro-dollar. Right now we are inside an uptrend, so the best opportunity to gain for euro-dollar will be opening along, but where we should be opening along is right here, where we see passing by this horizontal support. So 115 and 114 seems to be the two great areas from where we could trigger along. Triggering along right now seems to be very risky in terms of risk-reward ratio. In order to have a better risk-reward ratio, we should be waiting for this area from where we see all this candle passing by. Let's now move on and let's analyze the mini crude oil full 1020. So what we see here, if we think in terms of fractals, is that we are inside the ascending phase of the Gauss curve. As you can see here, if we observe the historical data, we should be waiting or we should be experiencing a horizontal movement. So the parabolic phase of the Gauss curve is now over, so we still have space till $50. So it should not be a surprise seeing the mini crude oil hitting the $50, but from there we should be expecting a strong reversal or again a horizontal movement. Again, in terms of long-term trend, we are inside a bearish scenario, which means we are inside a downtrend. Again, in such a scenario, the best idea is always to trigger shorts rather than longs. So let's wait for the crude oil to hit the $50, the 50 threshold. From there, we could trigger nice shorts. Let's now move on and let's analyze gold. So as you can see here, gold is inside a huge ascending channel, which can be created by linking all these point of lows and all these point of highs. So we have experienced an all-time high around 2,000 points, actually $2,066, and from there we have experiencing stronger retrace to retest again the lows of the ascending channel. So right now we are inside a rectangle between 1,900 points and 2,000 1,100 points. So what we should be waiting what we should be experiencing over the next days. This is a daily chart. Since we are in a very strong bullish scenario, we should be waiting for a breakup above this area. So above 1,150 points, we should trigger a long, since we are already testing the lows, and as you can see here, we have a sort of reversal pinball. It's not exactly a pinball, but it's a sort of doji. But as you can see here, the body is in the upper section of the Japanese candle. So which means actually here we have a fake breakout downwards, and then the gold has been able to push the price higher. So I do believe we are going to retest again new highs above 1,150 points. Thank you, guys.